everybody. I'm Tony Chase from Miko Constructors. We're the contractor that's performing the work from front to Montgomery. And basically, just so you have an idea of what the project's about, what we'll be doing is removing sidewalk and curb from Front Street all the way to Montgomery Street, replacing the existing curbs with new granite curb, replacing all the sidewalk with new sidewalk, putting in some new electrical services along the way, and also installing some new trash cans, trash receptacles, and some other miscellaneous work. Basically, our scope is to focus on the curb and the sidewalk. Anything below that really isn't part of the project. And as Angel was saying before, if basically what happens is if you have a water service or a sewer service, your responsibility as a homeowner is to maintain that service. So if any, technically, even the caps that sit in the sidewalk and the castings that hold that cap into the sidewalk are technically your responsibility. We're working with PennDOT right now to have those caps and those castings paid for by the city or the state. We haven't come to a resolution yet, but we are working on it. But basically what Angel's saying is that anything below that, if anybody has a problem, an issue that they know of, maybe they've had a flood in the past and they can't have their water cannot be turned off. Maybe there's a problem with their sewer service. Now's going to be a good time to address that as a homeowner, to call your local contractor or give us a call, get a price on the cost to repair, because unfortunately there's only going to be a short window to make those repairs. It's probably going to be around 36 hours. If repairs are made outside of that 36 hours, homeowners will be responsible for replacing any sidewalk that they disturb in order to make those repairs. I'd like to give everybody an idea of where we'll be, so you can try to plan. If you do have a problem, you can try to forecast when we're going to be in your area and schedule to have those repairs made. We're starting today with some project preparation. You'll have seen some signs put up along Girard, and really the bulk of the project is going to start the 16th. You'll see just some salt cutting going on, some minor preparation work, but the 16th you'll really you'll start to see curb removed, new curb installed, some conduit go in, and following that some demo and installation of the sidewalks. The way we're working the project is, as I said before, the project starts on Front Street and goes to Montgomery Avenue. We're going to be completing work in several phases, starting on the south side. So we'll begin at Front Street and work our way up towards Montgomery, then we'll drop back, jump on the north side of Front Street, and work our way up again. As of right now, for the next about the next 40 to 50 days, we'll be working from Front Street to Crease Street on the south side. How this will affect traffic is you'll see there's been no parking signs that have been placed along the parking lane. We'll be taking out the parking lane in order to complete the work. The plan that you're holding will show you how we're handling pedestrian foot traffic. Once the majority of the work begins on the 16th, you'll start to see signs put up, sidewalk closed ahead, directing people where to cross at different intersections. what we're going to try to do is, while we'll be working from front to crease, we're going to try to keep work in little pockets. We obviously don't want to go in and just rip everything up at once. We'd like to try to focus on an area, move over, kind of leapfrog around, and do things in small pockets. So let's say we're working in front of your business and we've removed the curb. You'll notice that we have open area for foot traffic shown on this plan. Like, let's say we're working in front of your building. People will be able to walk around in that parking lane in order to gain access. So if we've removed all the sidewalk and put stone down, we'll have some nice access ramps that will go from your door to the curb. So let's say somebody's walking down the street, our crew will direct them to go into the parking lane and enter from the parking lane. That way we can keep things going on either side of the building and minimize the disturbance as much as we can. Buildings shouldn't see major obstructions or disturbances for more than a day or so. We want to try to get these pockets done as quickly as possible. So, you'll see us, like this plan will show as an example, from front to North Street. You might see us in front to North Street focus on two areas, one at a time. Once that's done, there'll be stone, the area will be stone, and there'll be ramps to gain access. So we'll move along, get as many areas to subgrade as we can, and then come in and pour all the sidewalk. So the sidewalk, when the sidewalk's poured, it'll really be the time when access is a little hairier, I want to say, but we're still going to have platforms platforms to the doors while the sidewalks have been poured, so people can at least gain access to the building while the sidewalk adjacent to their entrances is drying. Let me see. Just to give you an idea of where we're going to be working. Like I said before, from basically today and estimated to be complete on May 12th, we'll be working from front to Crease Street. After that, the project's broken down into several phases. Bear with me for a second here. Okay, so just to give you a rough idea, from front to crease, we'll be working roughly from today until May 12th. After that, we'll be moving right down from crease to Montgomery Avenue. That should be between May 12th and July 1st. And this is all on the south side. From there, we'll have that entire south side complete. And we'll be ready to move on to the north side, which will start at front to crease, and then again from crease to Montgomery. And front to crease on the north side is going to begin July 5th, and estimated completion is around August 23rd. And then from crease to Montgomery on the north side will begin around August 24th and end, estimated to end around October 13th. At that point, both sides of the road by October 13th should be complete. All new sidewalks should be in, all new curb, any patch paving along the street should be complete, new electrical services, trash receptacles, and everything installed. what you will see happen is you will see between September 1st and the end of October, back at the beginning of the job on the south side, you'll start to see line striping crews coming in, which will replace the street marking on the road, and that will go until probably the end of October. And then right in the middle of October, around 10/17 to November 30th, you will see a landscaper come in. There will be tree pits that are dug out along the sidewalk, and the landscaper will come in and start to install new trees into those tree pits. So that's kind of at the end of the project, and it falls in line with the planting season. So he should be he should have that completed by November 30th. You will see for a 2-year period that the landscaper will come back and take care of the trees and make sure they're watered, and that'll be a period of 2 years that he'll be maintaining those plants. But that's pretty much it as far as the schedule goes and the areas we'll be working. If anybody has any questions, I'd answer them.
Are plans available for, say, like for example, like I'm towards the end of the work, I'm at corner location, I want to do an outdoor cafe. In order to submit the plans for that, because the instructions change, are plans available, that will show exactly what work is going to be done, so that I could, say, submit that in advance before the work is even started, showing where the new tree beds and stuff will be.
Okay, you're saying you want to put new, like what new?
I'm going to put tables and chairs out there in order to submit that to the city and have it approved in any way, shape, or form, and drawings of the entire, area
Okay.
you're using, and what obstructions and, spacing and things like that.
Okay, yeah, there are drawings that have been generated for this project. I emailed them to Angel and everybody else. You received those, right? I don't know how you want to handle that.